Hey everyone, welcome back to LudiaTV. I am Brandon Lee and I get to be the host. And I get to have a special conversation today with Derik Bormann from Ludia Consulting. Hey Derik, welcome.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be back. But nice to see you again. So,
Yeah, good to have you back and repeat customer. I love it.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, hey, Derik, we've been talking a lot on Ludia TV and some of your colleagues and stuff, and I'm really fascinated with the innovation team that's been put together at Ludia, and you're a part of that innovation team. Can you tell us a little bit about the team and what you're doing and what your goals are?
Yeah. So the team is really about how do we take the new technology and the existing technology and where we're going and weave it into ways that are going to be beneficial to our customers. So we have some primary committee members, which are myself and Scott LaFonte, who really kind of steer the direction of what we're going. But what we found is we really want to get everybody in the company involved. So we have technicians, we have people who work in all the different departments, implementing and working with stuff, giving us feedback based upon what they're hearing from their customers. These are
Mhm.
areas where they struggle. These are areas where they could use something to help, technicians be more efficient or whatever that situation is. And so then Scott and I go through and look at how can we do or utilize what's going on in the technology world to solve those problems. And a lot of that right now has honestly been very focused on AI. I mean, everybody's talking
Mhm.
about AI and everything related to AI, but we're doing some very innovative things when it comes to integrating AI specifically with Dynamics Field Service, giving technicians more information at their disposal so they can see, what's the average mean time for work order resolution, what's the average response time for work order resolution, those types of things, and providing it in a way that simplifies how the technicians do work. And part of that reason is because we have a shift to older people who really know all this stuff to a younger generation of people who are just getting started, and they don't necessarily understand all the procedures, they don't necessarily understand the device history and those types of things. So what we're doing is creating a solution to simplify their onboarding and their day-to-day activity processes. Now they can go out, they can ask questions using real language and natural language understanding, and they can get the answers that they need or the tasks that they need to perform very simply. So it really does streamline the training and the onboarding scenario. So that's probably a long answer, but that's
Good.
that was some of the things that we're trying to do. So
Yeah, well, and there's two things that I really like about that for everybody listening. Is number one is Ludia is very focused on this innovation team and being forward thinking, and a big part of that I heard you say is everybody in Ludia is trained to listen to your customers and on behalf of the innovation team, like find out what are they struggling with, what are the challenges, where does it hurt, and bring that back to the innovation team and let you all work on it and start trying to tackle those things. Very, very progressive. Is it? Do I have it right for everybody listening?
oh, absolutely. And to be honest with you, that was just something Ludia did in general. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I was very excited to come and be a part of all of this is we just do things a little bit different here.
Yeah.
Technicians are very focused on what can I do to make the customer's life better? And even prior to the innovation, they were always asking questions. They were always trying to perform discovery and find out ways that we can streamline it. And I've been involved in lots of meetings where people are talking about, different scenarios and bringing all sorts of different people like developers and all these people in. And so this was just a natural extension of that. This
Mhm.
just really gave us an opportunity to say, we're already doing this, but let's see if we can use this in a more formalized process to actually create new IPs and new innovative ways to perform some of these different things. And then the other part of the innovation committee is getting the information out to everybody. Getting the information out to our people. Here's what the latest and greatest with AI is. Here's what's going on and doing that, and getting some internal training materials. But we're also trying to do some stuff with educating just the general public. As new features come out, we create videos, we upload those videos for our YouTube channel, and a lot of times they're introducing new products and new features features. I like to do step-by-step stuff. So, if you're new to something, I show you kind of how to move around and stuff in it. And we try to really coordinate those as much as we can with the Microsoft releases. So that way, we're getting that information out in the hands of the people who need to have it, as soon as it's available. So those are part of the other things that we're trying to do with it as well.
Yeah, thank you for that. And Derik, you had mentioned earlier that part of your goal is creating some new IP. And I understand you have some special announcements around IP coming out at Field Services USA. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So, not to give it all away, I mean, because we obviously want to have that element of surprise, but one of the big things that we're going to be showcasing at Field Service USA is this technician assistant, or the technician on AI. I'm not sure if we've got an actual name yet for it, but we'll have it by the time that comes out. But that's really one of the big ones that we're going to be looking at, and we also have a few. Scott, who is a brilliant MVP, has brought a few with him that he's been working on, and some of those are related to scheduling, some of those are a little bit more related to dispatching and those types of things. But Scott's worked very hard on making sure that this information and these items work. So I'm not exactly sure how many we were going to introduce. We've got quite a few that are in the hopper right now, so I'm sure it'll be at least 3 or 4 probably that will introduce. But throughout the course of the year, we're going to bring some of those different things on and kind of launch them with videos and those types of things.
Yeah, so I really appreciate that this focus around the field technician's experience and how you're so concerned about it. And you mentioned some videos and things coming out about it. As we wrap up, where would people be able to find and get access to these videos that are sharing this new cool IP?
So those are available on our YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and just do a quick search for Ludia Consulting, it'll take you right to our YouTube channel. We just recently relaunched it. So as we're working through it and going through, there's quite a few videos, but there will be a lot more as we keep kind of working through and those types of things. So what I would really encourage people is to go out there and like and subscribe to it, and then that way, as we actually go out and start pushing out these videos, particularly as we get into this month of April, because this is a big Microsoft release. So now any new features that are coming out, and it's not just field service necessarily, but any features that are coming out from a Dynamics perspective, Power Platform, Copilot Studio, all of those we will be introducing and doing walkthroughs and stuff. So subscribe so you can get alerted to when those videos are coming out, and then I'll be doing one here pretty quickly as we get closer to Field Service USA. That'll be kind of a sneak peek of the technician, the assisted technician thing that we're working on as well.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Derik, thank you again for spending some time with me on Ludia TV. Really appreciate you being here.
Oh, my pleasure. Always. Anytime you want to talk, you just give me a buzz.
Yeah, I was going to bring you on and have the cool skateboards in the background. I mean, we got Yoda to the table. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you gotta have that mix. It takes my two wonderful loves of Star Wars and skateboarding and brings them together. So
there you go. I'm pretty sure Yoda would have been a really good skateboarder too.
absolutely. No, so
Yeah.
yeah, and if you like this, please let my wife know, because she's not necessarily a big fan of all this skateboarding.
We'll do that. All right, everybody. Hey, thank you so much for joining us again on another episode of Ludia TV. And hopefully we'll see you soon on the next episode. Take
Awesome.
care, everybody.
Okay. Take care, Brandon.